I just got home from a fishing trip to find that we had a new patio with pavers and everything. I told my wife I didn't want to do it. So she went ahead, put the plans together, and went to Paloma Rental where she got all the tools she needed. And they showed her how to use the equipment. The patio looks great. Now she's planning more projects. Thank you, Paloma Rental.
Paloma Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Paloma Rental.
Is there ever a reason you wouldn't want to feel confident? I didn't think so. At the Natty Dresser in downtown Albany, confidence is exactly what we want to inspire. When you wear quality clothing that fits you perfectly, you feel great and act with confidence.
Okay, here we go with the Scots coming up in 3, 2, 1.
Purveyors of quality menswear on the west end of First Avenue in historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
The Corvallis Knights are champions, having won 5 straight West Coast Baseball League titles. And the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? With 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game.
We set them up, you knock them down.
Want to get out of the house? Do something fun this fall? Fall leagues are now forming at Highland Bowl. Hey, a fall league is good exercise. It's inexpensive and it's perfect for beginners. With lots of different leagues to choose from each week, you're sure to find something that works for you. For more info, call or stop by Highland Bowl. They're on 9th Street in Corvallis or log on to highlandbowl.com.
We set them up, you knock them down. Highland Bowl.
1240 Joe Radio.
Welcome back into Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. The Knights and Pippins settling this series, and that's a fact primarily thanks to my two guests who joined me here for a few minutes. The Scotts, not related, but Matt Scott shutting down Yakima Valley on the mound, retiring all 10 hitters that he faced, and Spencer Scott, the game-winning 2-run single in the bottom of the 8th. Since I mentioned Matt first, I'll start with you and then get to Spencer. This is kind of unique in the history of our pregame interview, so thanks you guys for doing it. But Matt, it looked to me like last night everything was working. You were dominant. How did you feel out there last night?
Yeah, I felt great. I mean, coming out of the pen, you always got to be ready for whatever situation the coaches want you to go in. And, I think I talked with my coaches a lot, and we were kind of on the same page that there was a good chance I'd be going in. So I was making sure, innings ahead, that I was getting mentally prepared and then also getting physically prepared when I went out there.
Well, it certainly showed. You were well prepared. Nobody got on base. And in the meantime, Spencer, did you guys kind of sense that the way he was throwing, if you could find a way to get through, break through in the 8th, you were in good shape, and that inning unfolded in kind of a weird way. But what was your mindset going to the bottom of the 8th?
Yeah, totally. We obviously knew we had only 6 more outs to work with, and we had Matt on the mound, and he was looking good. So, if we just scratched even 2 runs there, we would have had a really good chance in the 9th. So, yeah, just trying to get runners on base first of all, and then try and push them in. So.
Well, you got the last 2 in with a rope to center field. Tell me about what you were looking for and kind of what you were able to get to drive like that.
Yeah, earlier I was trying to look for a fastball and started me off with some sliders, and then 2 strikes, I was just trying to put a ball in play because just trying to make something happen because obviously strike out there. Nothing good can come from it. So, yeah, hung a slider and thankfully got a good swing on it. And
It was a nice hit. You're up 2 runs. Matt, when you saw that, I mean, I know you got a job to do, but you're also probably thinking, okay, that's what I need. Let's go and shut this thing down. What was your reaction when you saw the way the guys rallied in the 8th?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, I knew that I was going to have to go out there in the top of the 9th no matter what because we were going to have a shot in the bottom. So, I kind of had the same mindset throughout. Whether we had the lead, whether we tied it, or whether we were down, I wanted to make sure that I, brought the guys back in here for a good shot in the 9th if we needed it.
Last couple of things. Spencer, the Little League World Series is going on right now. I think tonight there's a big game between Bonnie Lake and Bend.
Yeah.
What do you remember about the game it took for you to get to Williamsport? Who did you play? What do you remember about those circumstances?
Yeah, we played Idaho in the championship. A lot of good memories. They had a good ball club, and still, it's cool because you run into those guys still, like to this day. A lot of them are playing college ball, and yeah, a lot of great memories. Obviously came out on the right side of it, and yeah, it was a cool time, man.
Did you get close at all in Little League to this guy over here who went to Williamsport?
No, not even close.
Okay.
Not even close.
Hey, the final thing for both of you. We're planning on seeing more baseball the next couple of days. I know that's your plan. Matt, whatever the case, if this is our last time to visit before we see you again in the Pac-12, what's the summer been like overall for you?
It's been a blast. I mean, I've had 25 guys on this roster that I'm going to hopefully remember for the rest of my life and stay in touch with them for a while. It's been amazing. The coaches have actually put so much effort into every practice, every speech they've given, every game. It's been phenomenal so far, and hopefully we can get a few more games in. And I really want to see the summer through. I don't want it to end at all.
We're glad you stayed through all the way through, and the way you pitched last night was great to see. Maybe more to come this weekend. Matt, whatever the case, thanks for the time. It's been fun watching you, and look forward to seeing you down at Sunken Diamond next spring. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
That's Matt Scott. Spencer, I'll close with you. You won a championship last year. You beat these guys back home when they got you in Yakima. So can history repeat itself? What are the keys to bringing this thing home here tonight?
Yeah, I think I definitely think it can. We're feeling pretty good on our side. We got some depth going for us. And, a lot of momentum. Obviously, being at Goss is a huge help getting the fans behind us. And hopefully got a lot of them tonight. So I'm sure we will. So, just got to come out early and hopefully put some runs on the board early and just let Rossi do his work and close it out. So, yeah.
Well, congratulations on finding a way through last night and giving us another chance to come out to the ballpark. Spencer, thanks for the time. Hope you have enjoyed the summer, too. As I asked Matt, I close with you. What's this whole summer been like after you went through one last year, too?
It's been great. Last year I was playing with that club team, too, so I wasn't here the whole way. And, it feels a lot more fun being here from the beginning. Obviously, played these guys opening night a long time ago. It feels like now, but... Yeah, it's great. It's been a fun summer, and just trying to close it out on a good note.
Thanks for the time, Spencer.
Yeah, thank you.
That's Spencer Scott and Matt Scott joining me on the pregame show with the first pitch coming up. The Knights trying to play their way through to Saturday night in a one-game South Division championship. They need to win tonight to do it, and certainly the back-to-back champions, no one can sell them short. We look forward to seeing what unfolds tonight here at Goss. Thanks for joining us on 1240 Joe Radio. Okay, thank you. I may, depending on where we're at, only go 90 here, maybe, and then we'll make them up somewhere else. But
don't call that
okay.
800 number. Call the Glass Man.
What's that? I'm sorry. What? Okay, thank you.
It's time for the pitchers to throw strikes and for the batters to deliver those clutch hits. It's time for Corvallis Knights baseball. Each year, the Knights look at this time
I
as
would
an
say I can
opportunity
tell
to win
already.
another West Coast
Let's
League
cut her short
championship.
and
Just
go
like
with
a
the
new
90,
season is
not
an
2 minutes.
opportunity,
90.
So is getting recertified in First
Okay,
Aid and CPR.
thank you.
It's an opportunity to practice your skills so you can be ready to help in an emergency. If it's that time for you, contact CPR.
Boy, it's up big early tonight.
760-7632 to schedule your next class. And go Knights. Coming soon to theaters.
The Beavers block the punt. It's on the field. Picked up. Heading toward the end zone. And in.
No. Wait. Coming soon to streaming services.
Yes.
I think we're just learning that because of the portal, this is normal.
Wait. No, it's radio. It's the Joe Beaver Show with Mike Parker and John Warren. Returns weekdays from 11 to 1 starting August 29th on 1240 Joe Radio.
1240 Joe Radio.
Well, here we go. Game 3 about to get underway. Thanks for joining us, and a good start for left-hander Ethan Ross. He pumps a fastball in for a strike to Luke Rollator. We're underway in the winner-take-all Game 3 in the South Divisional Playoff Series. Ethan comes back to the left-hand hitting Rollator, who goes hard after the fastball up and doesn't get it. 0-2 the count. Ethan Ross, during the regular season, 10 appearances, 2 starts, 18 1/3 innings, just 10 hits, 10 walks, 25 strikeouts, a record of 3-1, an ERA of 2.94, and his strike 2 pitch swung on and missed strike 3. Tremendous start for Ethan Ross to blow down Luke Rollator on 3 pitches, and Connor Corvallis will be the batter. Connor, the West Coast Conference Defensive Player of the Year, but had a a momentary breakdown along the defensive lines last night when Kiko Romero smashed a ground ball 104 miles per hour on the exit velo, so it was a tough chance, but it went under Connor's glove, and instead of a double play ball that I think would essentially have sealed the deal for Yakima Valley last night, it went under his glove, and the Knights went on to score 3 and win it 5-3, and here we are. Corvallis taking the first pitch from Ethan Ross, low and inside. Ethan comes back and pumps a fastball that just misses, 2-0. Ethan coming off 4 innings against Bend on August 3rd here. His 2-0 pitch, a strike, and the count 2-1. And it was one of his better outings of the summer. Just 1 run it was earned, 1 hit, a walk, and 7 strikeouts. The lefty delivers up and away, ball 3, 3-1. And Corvallis is doing what he does as well as anyone on this Yakima Valley Pippins roster, and the Gonzaga Bulldogs, whom he played for and excelled this past spring. He sees a lot of pitches. The 3-1 pitch, a strike, and the count 3-2. He led, in fact, Gonzaga this past spring in walks drawn with 29. He's walked 21 times, second on the team this summer with the Pippins. The 3-2 pitch hit foul towards Urchin Alley off the brick facade, and a couple of folks just wandering in fashionably late have walked themselves into a souvenir. Good for them. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Connor Corvallis. 1 out, nobody on. The third struck out to open the game. Corvallis, the shortstop, just flied to right. The 3-hole hitter, Jackson Reed, in right. Jackson Sorensen, the cleanup hitter, batting next and at third base. The first pitch to Reed, a strike. Spencer Shipman batting 5th at second base. Jake Borst, who homered last night, hitting 6th and catching. Liam McCallum, who pitched last night, batting 7th at first base. Good breaking ball from Ethan Ross, in for strike 2. Shane Simpson hitting 8th in left field. Spencer Marenko batting 9th, the designated hitter. And right-hander Tyler Frieders, who has been one of the best pitchers in the West Coast League this summer, getting the start in this decisive game for Yakima Valley. The pitch is fouled back by Jackson Reed, another left-on-left matchup. 2 outs, nobody on, top of the first. Ethan shakes off his battery mate Tanner Smith a couple of times, now rocks into motion and delivers. Fastball just inside. Knights players were trying to help the home plate umpire by taking a step or 2 towards the dugout on the third base side. Ethan Ross and Tanner Smith, the battery. The 1-2 breaking ball stays up for Ethan, 2-2 the count. Around the infield for the Knights, Kiko Romero at first base, Mason Lee at second, Spencer Scott at short, Tyler Quinn at third, with Briley Knight in left, Jonah Advincula in center, Ryan Stafford in right. The 2-2 pitch is fouled back by Jackson Reed. It remains 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 down, nobody on as we get underway on a breezy, clear Thursday night. A 2-2 fastball misses. Ball 3, 3-2. Ethan Ross was 0-2 on Jackson Reed. Now 3-2 with 2 down. The lefty to the plate. The 3-2 pitch is hooked foul beyond the Omaha room and well out of play. 3 balls and 2 strikes. If the Knights win, they play Ridgefield here Saturday night in a 1-game winner-take-all South Division Championship. Off speed, a check swing. Reed goes around. Strike 3, and the inning is over. Ethan Ross does a tremendous job out of the gate. He retires the Pippins in order with 2 strikeouts. We go to the bottom of the first. Yakima Valley nothing. The Knights coming up on 1240 Joe Radio.
The versatile Kubota B-Series is a do-it-all tractor. Part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. You can run powerful attachments that can be easily switched out. The Kubota B-Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at lynnbentontractor.com.
When you think of Albans, you think plumbing. And when you think of plumbing, you think water. Hi, this is Katie Albin. Some plumbing projects don't have anything to do with water. At Albin's Plumbing, we also work with natural gas and propane lines. So if you need a gas line for home heating, cooking, or for a gas water heater, give us a call.
At Albin's Plumbing,
Plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282. Albin's Plumbing.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
1240 Joe Radio.
He's a good man. Yeah. Right. Andy Stankiewicz.
Bottom of the first inning. Let's take a look at the Corvallis Knights starting lineup against Yakima Valley right-hander Tyler Frieders. For the Knights, leading off in center field, Jonah Advincula. Ryan Stafford batting second in right field. Logan Johnstone, the designated hitter, batting third. The cleanup hitter, Briley Knight, in left. Kiko Romero batting fifth at first base. Tyler Quinn hitting sixth at third base. Tanner Smith batting seventh and catching. Mason Lee hitting eighth at second base. Spencer Scott batting ninth at shortstop. And Ethan Ross has already turned in a 1-2-3 top of the first inning. Tyler Frieders ready to go. In the first pitch, a strike, and that's what he does. He throws strikes. He has been one of the more effective pitchers in the West Coast League this summer. He's ahead to Advincula, 0-1, no score, bottom of the first. Tyler back to the plate and misses just outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tyler Frieders working on Jonah, leading things off for the Knights in the bottom of the first. The pride of Billings, Montana, went to Yakima Valley College and has worked his way to the D1 opportunity at Utah Valley University, where he pitched sparingly this past spring, but is having a summer that should inspire some confidence in him to get more work next year. He delivers a strike to Jonah. Now the 1-2 pitch, a change is in the turf. Ball 2, 2-2. Tyler Frieders making his 14th appearance and 12th start, and he has the only complete game between the two staffs. He had a complete game against Port Angeles, a shutout. The 2-2 pitch, Advincula goes down and hits a ground ball to the second baseman, Spencer Shipman, who takes it off the turf and throws Jonah out. 1 away, and the batter will be Ryan Stafford. Frieders pitched 67 innings in the regular season, 54 hits, 33 walks, 46 strikeouts, a record of 7-1, and earned run average of 3.09 in the aforementioned complete game shutout at Port Angeles. He misses high to Ryan Stafford, ball 1, 1-0. No score, bottom of the first. Frieders back to the plate with a 1-0 pitch, and that's high and inside. Tyler is coming off a clutch performance at Kelowna last week in a must-win game for Yakima Valley and its playoff aspirations. The 2-0 pitch runs outside, ball 3, 3-0 to Ryan Stafford. 6 innings at Kelowna, 3 hits and an earned run. His previous outing, Kelowna had roughed him up a little bit, and he responded well in the clutch. The 3-0 pitch is a strike to Stafford, and the count 3-1. Logan Johnstone on deck. But he had a run this summer, a couple of weeks back, as good as anyone in the West Coast League this year, and one of the better runs in a long time for anybody. Stafford swings at the 3-1 pitch and fouls it back, and the count goes full to 3-2. To wit, he went July 11th, 7 innings pitched, July 17th, 8 innings, and then July 24th, 8 innings, and in that time span, 1 earned run over 23 innings. That's phenomenal. The 3-2 pitch to Ryan Stafford misses down and away for ball 4. Ryan draws a walk, and that brings Logan Johnstone to the plate, the designated hitter. With the Knights trying to get the early lead Nothing has come easily for the Knights offensively in this series. They played from behind all night long in Yakima 2 nights ago and played from behind much of the game last night. A breaking ball just misses to, no, it didn't. The home plate umpire, a very long, slow, deliberate, I think I'll go ahead and call that a strike. No balls and a strike to Logan Johnstone. A check swing tapper up along third, foul. Now, in fairness, he could be bellowing out the call, and then we see his right arm, but it's not in sync, I can assure you, and it's late. I do know the count is 0-2 now to Logan Johnstone with Briley Knight on deck. Brooke Knight was telling me as good as Frieders has been, and Brooke gave him all the credit in the world. He's not overpowering, and he's tougher on righties than lefties, hence a pretty left-hand-laden lineup for Brooke Knight and the Knights tonight. Logan takes high and away. Advincula, Johnstone, Knight, Romero, all batting from the left side of the plate. The 1-2 pitch, a line drive roped into center field by the left-hand hitting Logan Johnstone. Base hit. Luke Rollator gets the ball back in. Solid single to center for Logan, and that'll bring another left-handed hitter, Briley Knight, to the plate with runners at first and second and one out. Tyler Frieders, who has been the dominant ace for the Pippins all summer, delivers, and Briley Knight a slow grounder to Shipman. He goes to Corvallis for one. On to first for the double play, and Brooke Knight said that's what the guy's been doing, almost wizard-like all summer. Gets in a little trouble and can get himself bailed out by throwing the ground ball for the double play, and he does so here. The Knights roll over on him a couple of times, including Briley for the 4-6-3 double play to end the first. We'll break for two and go to the second. No score. The Pippins and Knights to settle the South Divisional Playoff Series on 1240 Joe Radio.
At Thai Express, they've learned that when you treat your taste buds right, great things happen. Come and experience traditional Thai recipes with a sprinkle of New World creativity, like pad Thai, a curry, fried chicken dumplings, or one of their delicious soups, all customized to your taste. Thai Express is in Corvallis on 9th Street behind Little Caesars. They're open for dine-in or visit their drive-thru. Don't be shy. Give them a Thai. Thai Express, locally and veteran-owned. It's same, but different.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids.
Is this the end, the 60 or the 90 right here? Bring me back right now if you can.
At Albin's Plumbing,
Okay.
we're boring. Hi.
No, it's all right. It's okay.
I want everyone to
It's
know
okay.
that at Albin's Plumbing, we're
I
boring.
shouldn't have gone that
Directional
long.
boring,
It's my
to be
fault
exact.
on the fence.
So if you need to run a pipe underground, under a driveway,
Fortunately, he
or
had
under
a check
sidewalk,
swing
and
foul
you
that
don't want to destroy
saves
your
me
yard
time.
in the process, the
But now we're
boring
caught
teams at
up pretty
Albin's
much,
Plumbing
aren't
can
we?
help you with your directional boring. Just give us a call.
Okay.
Plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282. Albin's Plumbing.
1240 Joe Radio.
No score, top of the second. Jackson Sorensen falling behind the count 0-2. The 0-2 pitch missing from Ethan Ross. The left-hander comes back, and Sorensen fouls it into the Waldo Way area, into the trees, as we call them through the years. We were able to park at Oregon State Beaver games in the trees for many years before finally somebody caught on to us. The 1-2 pitch missing low, ball 2, 2-2. but for years we could get away with parking and kind of wedging the cars within the trees adjacent to the main entrance to the ballpark. The 2-2 pitch just outside, and I will give credit to these Pippins hitters. They are going deep into counts. Ethan Ross with his third 3-2 count now as he deals with Jackson Sorensen in the top of the second. The 3-2 pitch, a blooping fly ball into shallow left. Spencer Scott takes charge of it, hesitated for a moment as he went to the rear of Tyler Quinn in shallow left field, and for a moment I thought he might have lost the ball coming out of the sun. But he stays with it for the out, one away, and Spencer Shipman, the batter. Shipman, the right-hand hitting second baseman. No score in the top of the second inning. The pitch on the way, fastball for a strike, and the count 0-1. Keith and Vicki Taylor, who have been hosting Knights baseball players ever since the Knights got here and started to look for host families back in the summer of 07. The strike one pitch. Keith and Vicki are here tonight celebrating their anniversary, and were both recognized in throwing out ceremonial first pitches tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Spencer Shipman awaits Ethan Ross in this scoreless affair. The 1-1 pitch missing. Ball 2, 2-1. Earlier in the summer, Keith and Vicki hosted Josh Emanuels and Jake Lightgeb from the Washington Huskies, but both have moved on. Emanuel's getting to his pitch count, and Jake dealing with a troublesome knee. Ethan's 2-1 pitch is in the turf. Ball 3, 3-1. For the fourth time now, Ethan has gone to at least 3 balls in a sequence. He's yet to give in. He's behind here, 3-1 to Spencer Shipman. Comes to the plate, and there's ball 4. Go to the well one too many times. And the 1-out walk brings Jake Borst to the plate. And it was a walk to Shipman last night that preceded Jake Borst hitting perhaps the only mistake that Caden Siegel made in a strong pitching performance last night. Left a pitch over the plate, and Borst drove it just fair to left for a home run to give Yakima Valley a 2-1 lead. The first pitch from Ethan here to Borst misses, and Tanner Smith asks for time and wants to go out and try to help Ethan get back on the right track. A 1-out walk to Shipman, 1-0 to Borst. Ethan would like to stay around this thing as long as possible. His longest outing of the season was in his last start 8 days ago here against Bend. Ethan nods yes. No score here in the second. Looks at Spencer Shipman, comes to the plate. Swung on and missed. Jake Borst going after a pitch that was down around his ankle, so he got a little help, did the southpaw Ethan Ross. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ethan back to the plate. Swung on and lifted to left and pretty deep but playable. Briley Knight goes back and makes the catch. 2 down. I dared to ask Briley before the game. I said, how's that whole Sunfield working for you out there? And he looked around for wood and said, I don't see any. But so far, so good. He said, I still am dreading that moment when the ball is just absolutely just directly in the path of the sun with my glove trying to shield the sun and I lose the ball. That hasn't happened yet. And it didn't happen on that play. He's able to track it down. Liam McCallum takes a first pitch fastball for a strike. A left-on-left matchup here. McCallum, an outstanding two-way player for the Pippins. A good move to first, and Spencer Shipman just did get back. Shipman kind of circled his way back to the bag. And a good move by Ethan nearly got Shipman. Spencer aboard with 2 down, hopping away from the bag and draws another throw, and this time able to get back easily. No balls and 1 strike to Liam McCallum. No score in the top of the second inning. Ethan Ross comes back to the plate. A ground ball into right field for a base hit. Spencer Shipman will stop at second. Ryan Stafford gets the baseball back in. Liam McCallum with a nice swing. We saw what an outstanding pitcher he was last night. And McCallum as a batter in 14 games He is hitting over 400 now. He's 17 for 41 with 9 runs batted in. Spencer Shipman at second, Liam McCallum at first, Shane Simpson, a left-handed hitter, the batter. Shane, a .252 hitter with 13 RBIs. And the Pippins again trying to put the pressure on the Knights with an early run. Here's a ground ball wide of third. Going to his left is Tyler Quinn. The throw to first is just in time to retire the side. Spencer Scott was shading the left-handed hitting Shane Simpson way up the middle. So the only player who had a chance to get an out was Quinn, and Tyler does his job. A bang-bang play at first. No runs, a hit, 2 left. After 1.5, Yakima Valley nothing, the Knights nothing. On 1240, Joe Radio.
Mow, dig, haul, lift. The versatile Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor does it all. Easy to switch attachments, a smooth hydrostatic transmission. The BX Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at lynnbentontractor.com.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering.
1240 Joe Radio.
We go to the bottom of the second. Bonnie Lake and Bend I'm asking about in the regionals for a spot in Williamsport. Amy Weiss, who has been like a producer along with Paul Blackburn and others around here for me, looking that thing up as we go to the bottom of the second. No score. Yakima Valley and Corvallis. Kiko Romero, who smoked the ball that Connor Corvallis did not react to properly. The ball went under his glove last night in the 8th inning to fuel the Knights' 3-run rally. Corvallis is an outstanding defender. It looked like a double play ball when it left Kiko's bat, but Kiko did smash it. The 1-1 pitch to Romero from Frieders is in there. Strike 2. 1-2 to Kiko with Tyler Quinn on deck and Tanner Smith to follow. Bonnie Lake won the game. So, okay, Bonnie Lake, congratulations to the Gretlers in their hometown of Bonnie Lake, Washington. They defeated Bend 3-2 in extra innings, and Bonnie Lake claims a spot in Williamsport. Well, it's got to be a heartbreaking time for the youngsters from Bend. The pitch to Romero swung on and fouled back. 1-2 the count. No score here, bottom of the second inning. I enjoyed the conversation with Spencer Scott, who played in the Little League World Series in 2015. The 1-2 pitch to Kiko, low and in, ball 2, 2-2. The Knights trying to play their way into a date with Ridgefield here Saturday night. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Kiko hits a ground ball to the second baseman, Spencer Shipman. Frieders is doing his thing so far, producing ground balls that the left-handed hitters tend to roll over on. When Frieders is doing his thing, that's precisely what he gets. And that's the third such type of action tonight. Kiko Romero grounding out to Spencer Shipman and Tyler Quinn, the hitter. Frieders all the while waiting for the next hitter to stand in. Both feet on the rubber, ready to go. And the first pitch to Tyler misses down and away, ball 1. I commended Tyler for his outstanding base running last night. Just said, hey, that was one of the more heads-up plays I've seen a base runner have this year. The 1-0 pitch is high, ball 2, 2-0. It helped lead to the Knights getting a run and getting on the board early last night in the second inning. 2 balls and no strikes the count. The right-hander Frieders back to the plate, and that's low and away. Ball 3-0. A ground ball to the right of the shortstop Corvallis, who threw the short way at second for a force. Corvallis proceeded to kind of celebrate and turned his back on home plate. The 3-0 pitch, a strike, and the count 3-1. The second baseman never, after getting the throw, returned back to his position in the hole at second. And Quinn saw, hey, if I take off and run hard, nobody will get there, and he got to second base. The 3-1 pitch to Tyler, swung on and missed, and the count 3-2, and he promptly came home on a base hit by Ryan Stafford. Excellent heads-up base running. 3-2 the count here, with Frieders trying to come all the way back from 3-0. He misses, though, with a 3-2 pitch for ball 4. The second walk allowed by Tyler Frieders, and Tanner Smith comes to the plate. Tanner, the right-hand hitting catcher, completed a solid freshman spring with the Oregon State program and has been a great addition here down the stretch in the summer of 2022 with the Knights. He swings, and it's a looping fly ball to right field. Jackson Reed races, can't get it, but he's got a play and throws to second for a force on Tyler Quinn. And Tanner Smith lofting one into shallow right field, and Jackson Reed able to come up and play the fielder's choice 9-6. Not one you see that often, but there wasn't a whole lot that Tyler Quinn could do there. He couldn't venture out much more unless he was absolutely certain the ball was going to drop. And it was in doubt all the way to the moment it plopped in front of Reed, and that enabled Jackson to gather and throw to second for the force. Mason Lee, the batter. Tyler Frieders delivers low, ball 1. No score, bottom of the second inning. Tanner Smith held on by Liam McCallum. Brooke Knight, 14th-year head coach, coaching down at third. Ed Naggs, the associate head coach at first base. The 1-0 pitch on the inside corner for a strike to Mason. And Brooke Knight doesn't think so. Brooke utters a minor protestation to the call and also asks Mason Lee to get out of the box and look at the sign. The 1-1 pitch is a strike, and the count 1-2. No doubt about that one. And Tyler Frieders, not overpowering in any wise. His strikeouts to innings pitch, they're not particularly high. He's not going to jump off the page that way. He just throws strikes as a consummate competitor, putting the ball, locating the ball where he wants to. Not quite so here as his breaking pitch misses up and in. Ball 2, 2-2. Spencer Scott, the on-deck hitter, no score, bottom of the second. Tanner Smith at first with 2 down. Now the 2-2 pitch is fisted in the air, foul off first. Racing over is McCallum. Liam didn't get much help from his own teammate, whom he ran into at the edge of the dugout, and was not able to reach into the dugout and make the catch. And I'm not sure whom that player is in the dugout for the Pippins, but quite frankly, whoever he is needs to do a little bit better job of kind of backing up and giving room to his teammate coming over. McCallum shouldn't have to deal with colliding with his own player at the top of the rail of the dugout, but he did. That's what happened, and he wasn't able to put the ball away. Tough chance, don't get me wrong, but he needed a little bit more help from his teammate. Mason Lee still up there, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Frieders delivers, swung on and missed, strike 3. Tyler Frieders, one of the top pitchers in the West Coast League, showing us why, as he's worked 2 scoreless in this decisive Game 3 of the West Coast League South Divisional playoffs. The Pippins nothing, the Knights nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Downward Dog across the OSU campus is serving up cold drinks and tasty food on their sunny patio. Burgers like the Hangover Helper or Double Trouble. If you prefer, substitute a house-made veggie patty and enjoy appetizers, wraps, salads, and sandwiches. And breakfast is served until 2. The food at Downward Dog is made fresh from scratch and locally sourced whenever possible. And they specialize in mouth-watering handcrafted cocktails and thirst-quenching local microbrews. So stop by the Downward Dog today. Open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. on 23rd and Monroe across from the OSU campus. Ohio State's in the Big Ten, Alabama, the SEC, Oregon State, the Pac-12, and Independent Auto Works, they're in a league of their own. When it comes to Volkswagen repairs, service, and parts, Independent Auto Works has been hitting a home run for over 50 years, and they work on other makes and models too. They're on 13th Street near the OSU campus in Corvallis. Independent Auto Works, the guys you can trust.
Your satisfaction is our success. Independent Auto Works.
If you are a veteran and live in Lynn County, there are benefits and services available to you at Lynn County Veterans Services. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-926-3882 and take advantage of what you've earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. Lynn County Veterans Services is here to help you. If you are a veteran and live in Lynn County, call 541-926-3882 and thank you for serving your country. Lynn County Veterans Services, serving our local veterans.
1240 Joe Radio.
Spencer Marenko, Luke Rollator, and Connor Corvallis, the scheduled hitters for the Yakima Valley Pippins in the top of the third inning. No score. Ethan Ross to the plate. A high pop foul back of the plate. Coming back is Tanner Smith. He has room, and he's got the baseball. Just before getting to the netting and the front row down near the on-deck area of the Yakima Valley Pippins. One pitch, one gone. Spencer Marenko fouling out, and that brings Luke Rollator to the plate, whom Ethan Ross fanned on 3 pitches to open this decisive Game 3. Rollator, left-handed hitter, out of Skyline High School in Sammamish, Washington. Incoming out of Everett Community College to the University of Washington. Luke takes low, ball 1. No score, top of the third inning. Ethan Ross back to the plate, good fastball, with Rollator shortening as if to bunt, taking a strike, 1-1 the count. Connor Corvallis on deck. Ethan reading his battery mate Tanner Smith, the lefty back with a 1-1 pitch, that's low and inside, ball 2. 2-1 the count. Tyler Quinn shielding the sun with his throwing hand, his right hand, as Ethan Ross comes to the plate and delivers a fastball strike. 2-2 the count. It is a bright sun tonight and very tough on the guys on the left side. The lights on here at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. The 2-2 pitch tapped foul. Rollator does a nice job to get a piece of it and stay up there. 2 balls and 2 strikes in the top of the third. The schedule, if the Knights win tonight, would be to play Saturday. If they win Saturday, they play Monday for the championship. Both games scheduled for here. A ground ball to second, picked up by Mason Lee. Mason throws to Kiko Romero for out number 2. And Connor Corvallis, who flied to right field in the first, will come to the plate. The Knights hoping to reap the fruits of all their hard work this summer in the form of home field advantage. They believe that it will serve them well tonight. They lost to Yakima Valley Tuesday up in Washington. They came back to win last night, scoreless here, but their hard work all summer, giving them the best overall record, gives them the opportunity to play the next 2 games if they win tonight here. The 1-0 pitch to Corvallis misses down and away. 2-0 the count to Connor. Jackson Reed on deck. Both hitter and pitcher engulfed in shadows. The 2-0 pitch is low. Ball 3, 3-0. Ethan issued a walk last inning. He's 3-0 to Corvallis. The left-hander kicks and comes to the plate. Fastball outside, ball 4. It is not a particularly generous strike zone tonight. I've seen that pitch and pitches far higher and wider called strikes throughout the summers, but not here tonight. And Corvallis drawing the 4-pitch walk with 2 down. Jackson Reed, the hitter. Jackson struck out in the first. Corvallis held on by Kiko Romero. Fastball, strength against strength there. Swung on and missed. No balls and 1 strike. Connor Corvallis held on by Kiko Romero, has stolen 12 during the season. Ethan strike 1 pitch, missing in the turf. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Top of the third inning, no score, a 2-out walk to Connor Corvallis. Kyle Crustangel, the head coach at third, waving out a sign. The fastball misses inside, ball 2, 2-1. Briley Knight shaded over to left center field. Ethan back to the plate with a 2-1 pitch, pounded foul at the plate. And that evens the count to Jackson Reed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jackson started 10 games for Donnie Harrell this past spring at Seattle U. Hit 3 homers. Takes the 2-2 fastball, knee high, strike 3 called. And Jackson Reed is what are you saying about a lack of a generous strike zone? Jackson walking away, shaking his head. He felt he got rung up on a pitch that was down. But Ethan Ross executes the pitch and has struck out Jackson twice. No runs, no hits, a man left. We go to the bottom of the third in this decisive Game 3. The Pippins nothing, the Knights nothing. On 1240, Joe Radio.
This is Mike Parker for Even Flow Plumbing, your trusted award-winning plumber for the Mid-Valley. Even Flow specializes in complete plumbing and drain cleaning solutions for residential and commercial jobs. They treat your home like it's their home, and their flat-rate pricing means no surprises at the end of the job. Even Flow takes pride in doing the job right the first time. Just call 541-738-8853 for all your plumbing needs. When you need a pro, go with the flow. Even Flow Plumbing.
For auto glass solutions, better call a glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the glass man.
For auto glass solutions, better call a glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Need some extra spending money? Want to be active and stay connected to the games you love? Become an athletic official. It's easy. Visit www.newofficials.org. With the recent decline of a number of officials, we need you now. It is your opportunity to give back to the Oregon high school sports community. Be part of the OSAA's statewide sportsmanship initiative. Don't delay. Become an official today. www.newofficials.org.
1240 Joe Radio.
No score to the bottom of the third inning. Spencer Scott will lead things off for the Knights against right-hander Tyler Frieders. Spencer will be followed by Jonah Advincula and then Ryan Stafford. With the Knights trying to break through in a ball game with the accent on pitching so far. Frieders delivers. The first pitch misses just outside. Jake Borst tried to bring it back over the outside edge, and the home plate umpire wouldn't go for it. 1-0 to Spencer, one of our 2 pregame show guests, Spencer and Matt Scott, both spending time talking about the big win last night and the summers they've enjoyed. Spencer from up the road in Portland, Matt from Reading, Connecticut. But he's staying through and may indeed be a guy that can help the Knights further this weekend. The 2-0 pitch on the way, in there for a strike, and the count 2-1. To Spencer, who had the game-winning base knock last night. He said he got a slider left out a little bit over the plate and was able to drill it up the middle to score 2 in the Knights' 3-run 8th that puts them in this position tonight to try to win and advance. And he whacks the 2-1 pitch into center field. Base hit. Luke Rollator gets the baseball back in. A leadoff single for Spencer Scott. For the Knights, their second hit. and Jonah Advincula to the plate. Jonah grounded out in his first at-bat. Jonah is an excellent bunter. He's also a good hitter, and we'll see how Brook Knight wants to play it. Does he want to give Jonah's bat up? Advincula at 344. But he certainly can bunt for a hit if he's able to drag it. It looks away showing bunt. 1 ball and no strikes to Jonah. Ryan Stafford on deck. We delighted both in the spring and then, of course, last summer in watching Travis Bazzana at work in situations such as this. Advincula shows and looks and takes a strike, and the count of 1-1. Bazzana was such a threat last summer in helping the Knights win the championship, and his ability to bunt a big part of it. He could drag with the best of them. Advincula doesn't appear as though he wants to drag here, that he's up there to try to sacrifice Spencer to second. Scott goes, and on the hit and run, Advincula taps it foul in front of his own dugout. The count goes to 1-2 to Jonah. No score in the bottom of the third inning. Spencer has been kind of sneaky good on the bases this year. He's 12 for 12 in stolen bases. He's held on by Liam McCallum. 1-2 the count. He doesn't go. The 1-2 pitch, and Advincula just with a protective swing to get a piece of it, fouls it in the on-deck area of the Yakima Valley Pippins. That keeps the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ryan Stafford on deck. The Knights trying to break through against Tyler Frieders, who has been a tough customer on virtually everybody this summer. The only complete game among the two staffs. He delivers a pitch wild to the backstop. Jumping out of the way of it was Jonah Advincula. Jonah's ready to head down to first, and I don't think the home plate umpire is going to call that a hit by pitch. And Brook Knight is coming down to talk about it, but the umpire never did throw his hands in the air to indicate a hit batsman. Jonah Advincula thought that he was hit by the pitch. There are 2 other umpires working, and Brook may ask the home plate arbiter to confer with his partners to see if they saw HBP. It is a wild pitch to be sure, and Spencer Scott is at second base, but the arms never went up indicating dead ball and hit batter. And so the home plate umpire is kind of saying, hey, did you guys see it differently than I did? And the 3 will get together and talk about it. The Knights believe they should have runners at first and second and nobody out right now. Advincula, after the ball went to the backstop, was starting to take off his various pads and run down to first base. But it remains just a wild pitch. And a 2-2 count to Jonah Advincula. No score in the third. The Knights have a man in scoring position for the second time tonight. Now Jonah with a job to do. While he would love to get a base hit, if he could pull a ball on the ground, that's okay too. Instead, he chases a 2-2 pitch at the ankles. The throw to first, boy, he nearly pulled his foot at first base. It's a strikeout at first, but a great job on the swinging strikeout by Spencer Scott to go to third and pick up 90 feet. Tremendous job by Spencer. The Knights with some heads-up base running. Advincula chasing a pitch at his ankles. But Spencer Scott read the throw to first on the pitch in the turf and was able to race to third. Excellent base running on Spencer Scott's part. And now Ryan Stafford, the batter, and even in the third inning in this winner-take-all game, Kyle Crustangel, the head coach, instructing his infielders to play in. Stafford takes low and away, ball 1. Ryan trying to at least get a scoring fly ball. He looks at a breaking ball, low and in, ball 2, 2-0. Logan Johnstone on deck. The Knights with an excellent opportunity here with Spencer Scott at third base and 1 out. 2 balls and no strikes. Ryan gets a little big on the 2-0 pitch, swings and misses, getting out in front. And the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. The infield of McCallum, Shipman, Corvallis, and Sorensen all in at the edge of the green. Ryan Stafford with a count of 2-1, trying to pick up Spencer Scott from third. Fastball swung on and missed. It tied him up. And the count 2-2. Frieders does an excellent job of moving the ball up and down, in and out, changing locations well, and he's tough to pick up. The 2-2 pitch to Stafford, and Ryan was tempted. Takes the breaking ball down and away to run the count full to 3-2. The outfield medium depth. Spencer Scott runs pretty well. Stafford trying to get him home. The 3-2 pitch, a ground ball to the second baseman, Spencer Shipman, and Spencer Scott holds at third with Ryan Stafford bouncing out 4-3. 2 down, and Logan Johnstone the batter, and the sort of uncanny way that Frieders goes about his business continues. Now, he's not out of the inning. Johnstone singled to center in the first. But Frieders has been doing this to teams all year, finessing his way through, in and out of some trouble, and has put up some of the best numbers in the league. And so far, he's kept the Knights off the board. Johnstone hopes to change it here. The pitch to Logan is in the turf. Good block by Jake Borst. 1-0 the count. Spencer Scott, a single to center field to lead off the inning. Went to second on a wild pitch, stole third on a strikeout to Jonah Advincula. Now at third with 2 down. The 1-0 pitch outside, ball 2, 2-0 to Logan. Briley Knight on deck. Logan Johnstone looking for the clutch 2-out hit, left-handed hitter, wide stance, awaiting the right-hander Tyler Frieders, who works out of the stretch, comes to the plate, a strike. The count 2-1. Knights baseball all year long, presented by Best Western Corvallis. When you come to Corvallis, for whatever reason, we encourage you to stay at Best Western with the largest hotel rooms in the city, an outdoor heated pool. The 2-1 pitch to Johnstone, high, ball 3, 3-1. Whoa, wait a minute. Well, he ended up calling it a strike after all, and it takes him too long to call the pitches. But now the count 2-2. I'm sorry, the 2-2 pitch to Johnstone, slap foul. I mean, I'm writing down in my book 3-1, and then all of a sudden, a second and a half after the pitch, I hear the crowd at 1 groan and boo, and I look up and the scoreboard shows 2-2. That's about as delayed of a call as I've ever seen. Now it's 2-2 to Johnstone, who swings and grounds out. Fielded by Spencer Shipman. The inning's over. So the Knights leave Spencer Scott at third, and at the end of 3, the Pippins nothing and the Knights nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering.
There I was in the living room taking a nap when I heard a terrible sound. When are you going to start working on our deck and getting the house ready to paint? I'll do it, but not today. But if you won't do it, I'll do it myself. I know the guys at Philomath Rental can show me what I need to do, and since they're open 7 days a week, I can go out there today. Uh-oh. Darn you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
A drip, drip down the drain, or a leak you can't explain.
Whether it's residential or commercial service, Albin's Plumbing has been serving the local area with quality products and craftsmanship for over 40 years. At Albin's Plumbing, experience plus knowledge times teamwork equals exceptional customer service.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282. Albin's Plumbing.
1240 Joe Radio.
Through 3 innings at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, Yakima Valley, no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. The Knights, no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. The first pitch at the top of the 4th inning to Jackson Sorensen is lined into center field. base hit. First pitch, a leadoff single. Joey Gartrell just trotted down to the Corvallis Knights bullpen. The batter will be Spencer Shipman, who drew a walk in the second. That's the second hit for Yakima Valley and a solid single for Sorensen. We'll see if Coach Crustangel is going to ask Shipman to try to bunt. Tyler Quinn expects the short game here. He's in on the green. Shipman not bunting, takes a fastball for a strike. 0-1 the count. And again, I'm just going to have to go into my own form of a delay game before committing to a call with the home plate umpire style tonight and the zone that's moving around a lot. A throw to first base, and Jackson Sorensen dives back. 0-1 to Shipman. No score in the fourth inning. Ethan Ross and Tanner Smith, the Knights battery. Ethan comes set, and the 0-1 pitch on the way is fouled into the netting. It was heading directly to our vantage point here, adjacent to the McGrath family press box, but the netting protected. Last night I reached out, had a chance to make a catch, and ended up having the ball trickle off my fingertips, but it was part of the 3-run rally for the Knights in the eighth. The strike two pitch missing outside, ball 1-2. That's the closest. In fact, it's the only time all summer that I've actually made contact with a foul ball. I didn't catch it. That's on me, but it was fun to have the chance and an exciting bottom of the eighth last night. 1-2 to Spencer Shipman. Ethan back to the plate and misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. All year long, Oregon State Credit Union has been a proud sponsor of Knights baseball and the title sponsor of our fireworks show, which drew over 3,000 back on July 3rd. Our thanks again to Oregon State Credit Union and their 15 branches. The 2-2 pitch is sliced toward Casey Corner, down in the right field corner and well out of play. It remains 2-2 to Spencer Shipman after the leadoff single by Jackson Sorensen here in the top of the fourth inning. Ethan comes set, and the left-hander back to the plate, swung on and fouled at the plate. Tanner Smith not quite able to hang on. It remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ethan Ross and Tanner Smith with Kiko Romero at first. Mason Lee at second, Spencer Scott at short, Tyler Quinn at third, Briley Knight in left, Jonah Advincula in center, Ryan Stafford in right. 2-2 to Spencer Shipman. Ross to the plate. Breaking ball, got him swinging. 1 away. Good job by Ethan Ross getting his 4th strikeout. Jake Borst, the batter. Jake flied to left field in the second. He hit one over the left field fence last night. It was Borst's first home run in the postseason, and he only hit one during the regular season, but he got into a pitch last night to give the Pippins a lead. He takes low and away. Ball 1 from Ethan Ross here in the top of the fourth. No score. The winner moves on to play Saturday night. The loser season comes to an end. The 1-0 pitch is low, 2 balls and no strikes. If the Knights win, they're here against Ridgefield, which dispatched Bend in 2 games in the other South Division playoff series. The 2-0 pitch to Borst is low, ball 3, 3-0. Liam McCallum waits his turn. 3 balls and no strikes to Jake Borst. You wonder if Coach Crustangel might green light the young man here. Ross throws to first, and just a step back for Jackson Sorensen. Liam McCallum, a left-handed hitter, next. Ethan Ross with a count of 3-0 delivers, and he was green lighted. And hits a little cue ball in front of his own dugout, does Jake Borst, swinging to run the count to 3-1. Ethan nodding yes to Tanner Smith, trying to throw himself a ground ball and double play here. The 3-1 pitch, though, is ball 4. And Jackson Sorensen trots down to second. The Pippins with a good opportunity here now. First and second, one out for Liam McCallum, who singled to right field sharply in the second inning. The Pippins, generally speaking, in this series have played with the lead. Fastball swung on and missed in the count 0-1. They jumped out to a 4-0 advantage in Yakima 2 nights ago and had the Knights down 3-2 into the 8th inning last night. It took the big 3-run rally for the Knights to keep their season alive. The Pippins trying to forge the first lead here tonight in the 4th. 2 on, 1 out. The strike one pitch misses low to Liam. 1 ball and 1 strike the count to an excellent cricketer in Australia growing up. Another comparison to our own Travis Bazzano with the Knights and Oregon State. Travis's father, Gary, saying cricket helped Travis develop as a guy who could swing the bat, hit pitches to all fields. Cricket was crucial in that development and that skill set. McCallum takes a knee-high strike to run the count to 1-2. Jackson Sorensen at second, Jake Borst at first, 1 out, no score in the 4th. The 1-2 pitch is in the turf. Tanner Smith does a nice job to block it. And Ethan Ross has run the count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And an important pitch in the game right here. Shane Simpson on deck, another left-handed hitter. Ethan Ross comes back to the plate, the 2-2 pitch, chop foul in front of the Yakima Valley Pippins dugout on the first base side. It remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. We had over 1,400 last night. It's more of a late arriving crowd tonight. Things have filled in a little bit more than where we were when the first pitch was thrown. Still, it seems maybe a little less than what we had on hand last night. The 2-2 pitch is low and inside. 3-2 the count. Gigantic pitch for the Knights ball game tonight in their quest to keep their season alive. They don't want to get behind to Frieders, a guy that has thrown a complete game shutout this year. 3-2. We'll see if Crust Angel sends his runners. He doesn't. And the 3-2 pitch is popped up on the left side. The infield fly rule is invoked. The wind carries the ball a little bit for Spencer Scott out into shallow left center. He makes the catch. Great job by Ethan to pitch to contact 3-2 and get Liam McCallum. And now Shane Simpson, the batter. I see Paul Blackburn heading up the steps here. I know he's listening to 1240 Joe Radio tonight because his beloved Mariners aren't playing. They earned the day off after taking the series from the Yankees, a thrilling 3-game series. The last 2, at least. First one, not so much, but the last 2 packed in a lot of exciting things. The pitch to Simpson hit high and deep to left. Backing up is Briley Knight, just shy of the warning track to make the catch. The Pippins threaten. They leave 2, and we are through 3.5. It remains Yakima Valley nothing, the Knights nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
The Corvallis Knights are champions, having won 5 straight West Coast Baseball League titles. And the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? With 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185 and get in the game.
We set them up, you knock them down.
Want to get out of the house? Do something fun this fall? Fall leagues are now forming at Highland Bowl. Hey, a fall league is good exercise. It's inexpensive and is perfect for beginners. With lots of different leagues to choose from each week, you're sure to find something that works for you. For more info, call or stop by Highland Bowl. They're on 9th Street in Corvallis or log on to highlandbowl.com.
We set them up, you knock them down. Highland Bowl.
Coming soon to theaters.
The Beavers block the punt. It's on the field. Picked up, heading toward the end zone, and in.
No. Wait. Coming soon to streaming services.
I think we're just learning that because of the portal, this is normal.
Wait. No, it's radio. It's the Joe Beaver Show with Mike Parker and John Warren. Returns weekdays from 11 to 1 starting August 29th on 1240 Joe Radio.
1240 Joe Radio.
I said it wrong the second time. Woo! Huh? What?
Bottom of the fourth inning, no score. Briley Knight, Kiko Romero, and Tyler Quinn with these two ball clubs battling one another tonight in a scoreless affair, trying to earn the right to play Ridgefield. Ridgefield swept the Portland Pickles in two. Briley Knight, who grounded into a double play in his first at-bat, takes low from Tyler Frieders. 1 ball and no strikes. I'm told that there was kind of a bizarro incident last night in the game in Portland between Ridgefield and the Pickles. The 1-0 pitch on the way to Briley. Tap foul at the plate, and the count 1-1. And that, a fan actually came in at the Walker Stadium, Lentz Park, a great setting for baseball. I've enjoyed the many trips up there, but fan got a little unruly or something and actually came into the Ridgefield dugout and engaged in some histrionics with the Raptors players. I think it all got settled down and all was well in the long run, from what I understand. But that's something you certainly don't want to see very often or ever again. Briley Knight, a 2-1 pitch, whacked back up the middle through the box into center field. Base hit. The Knights began last inning with a single to center field from Spencer Scott. And now Briley Knight trying to lead the way with a base hit to center field to lead off the fourth, and Kiko Romero, the hitter. We have a junior announcer tonight, the Benton County Schools Credit Union junior announcer, who is killing it. Really good. I don't know who the young person is, but wow, I like I don't even know if it's a young man or a young girl. I can't tell. But sounds great. The pitch to Kiko swung on and pulled foul outside of first. No balls and a strike to Kiko, who grounded out in the second. But listen to if you can, I may even try to turn up the crowd mic. A young man calling it. He's got a future in it, and as George Allen would say, the future's now. It's right now. He's sounding great tonight. The strike one pitch, Kiko pulls it foul into the right field corner. 0-2 the count, but when Tyler Quinn comes up next, I may turn the headset up as loud as I can and try to pick up his call in the background. It's very good. A leadoff single for Briley Knight in the bottom of the fourth. He's held on by Liam McCallum. Tyler Frieders comes back to Kiko, and the 0-2 pitch is fouled back. The count remains no balls and 2 strikes to the University of Arizona bound left-handed hitter. Kiko wants a new bat to work with. Okay, whether the handle of that one was cracked, I don't know. Bucky Dent hit his infamous homer. I call it infamous, breaking the hearts of all in New England from Framingham down to the Boston docks. Had a broken bat. They gave him a new bat, and he hit the 3-run homer. 0-2 to Kiko. He swings and pops one up with a new piece of wood. Luke Rollator, the center fielder, moves in to make the catch. Couldn't quite get a Bucky Dent moment there. Kiko flies to center. Now, I don't know if you could hear that or not. I'm going to turn myself down a little bit, but the kid is precious. Whoever it is, it's doing it. Good stuff. And the batter is Tyler, who drew a walk in the second inning. Out of the stretch works Tyler Frieders. Quinn looking to bunt for a hit. Bunts it foul back of the plate. No balls and 1 strike. I'm trying to figure out the nature of the appeal on the young man doing it. It's twofold in that high energy and quick, very quick. No balls and a strike to Tyler Quinn. No score, bottom of the fourth. Strike one, breaking ball down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. The Knights and Pippins in this winner-take-all playoff game. The two teams engaged in one of these last August in the championship series. And the Knights won Game 3 here for their 5th straight title. There goes Briley. The pitch is a ground ball, short hopped at third by Jackson Sorensen, who throws Tyler Quinn out, 2 down. Tanner Smith to the plate. And again, Frieders is just rolling along, doing his thing, and has been one of the best pitchers all summer. An ERA of 3.09, but a complete game shutout about 3 weeks ago at Port Angeles. Delivers a breaking ball to Tanner Smith inside, ball 1, 1-0. The voice of the young man doing the PA, I think he might be a returnee to the McGrath family press box. His voice and style made an impression on all of us then, and so does Tanner Smith. He swings and whacks it into left field, base hit. Rounding third is Briley Knight. He will score. Tanner Smith comes through with a base hit here in the 4th. The Knights lead it 1-0. Mason Lee, the batter. And this young man deserves some credit for inspiring the Knights with his calling the guys up to the plate. Mason takes down and away, ball 1. Mason struck out in the 2nd. A 2-out single for Tanner Smith. 1-0 Knights in the 4th. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Just outside, ball 2, 2-0. I was mentioning Paul, and Paul, thank you for informing me of your friend Ann Egerton listening, and thank you for listening, and thank you for the kind words about the loss of our dog Joe a couple of weeks back, and for caring enough to say something to Paul about it. We appreciate I'm sure your empathy in that type of matter. The 2-0 pitch is low for ball 3, 3-0. But Ann, thanks for listening and your kind words about good old Joe. 1-0 Knights in the bottom of the 4th. The 3-0 pitch taken for a strike. Mason taking all the way. 3-1 the count. Tyler Frieders touched for a run. That's not easy to do against this guy. Had a stretch of allowing 1 run in 23 innings. He delivers to Mason Lee. A ground ball bobbled by Corvallis, but he's able to roll it, somehow juggle and roll it to his Keystone partner Spencer Shipman at second for the force, and the Knights settle for a run. Here we go. I'm not sure who that is, but I do think he was on one other time this summer, and as precious as can be, and he helps the Knights get a run here in the 4th. On 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. After 4, with Joey Gartrell coming into the game, it's the Knights 1 and the Pippins nothing. On 1240, Joe Radio.
Is there ever a reason you wouldn't want to feel confident? I didn't think so. At the Natty Dresser in downtown Albany, confidence is exactly what we want to inspire. When you wear quality clothing that fits you perfectly, you feel great and act with confidence. Don't just dress for where you are, dress for where you want to be. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear on the west end of 1st Avenue in historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at LynnBentonTractor.com.
Do you ever experience headaches? Or how about back pain? Here at Haresco Chiropractic, we truly believe that everybody deserves to live a life without pain. Our doctors will get to the root of your condition and create a custom treatment plan to help you get back to living the best version of your life. Our patients often say how amazed they feel to live a life with less pain after they have experienced how effective chiropractic care is. Start on the journey of improved health by giving us a call today or visiting our website at Horesco.com. Horesco Chiropractic in Corvallis. We really can make a world of difference for you.
1240 Joe Radio.
Ethan Ross, if he has finished his summer with the Corvallis Knights with his outing tonight, we'll see. But if he has, boy, he ends on a strong note. His last 8 innings, 4 last week against Bend, 1 earned run. Tonight, 4 more innings, no runs. The Knights with a 1-0 lead as we go to the top of the 5th inning. And Joey Gartrell takes over and goes to work on Spencer Marenko and starts him with a strike. The 0-1 fastball from Joey. Swung on and missed, and the count 0-2. We mentioned last night that Joey Gartrell's late grandfather was honored as the veteran of the game, first sergeant in the Army. Joey Gartrell's grandfather, Lynn. Fastball taken a little bit high and away. Ball 1-0 here in the top of the 5th. 1-0 Knights. Lynn Gartrell, tremendous baseball fan and proudly watching, we believe, his grandson at work now as Joey delivers, swung on and missed. Strike 3, 1 away. Joey Gartrell strikes out Marenko to begin the top of the 5th inning. And now Luke Rollator, the batter. Luke against Ethan Ross, struck out and grounded his second. I had the pleasure of meeting Joey's father, Roger, when the Knights were playing the Wenatchee Apple Sox up in the apple capital of the world a few weeks ago. Gartrell's first pitch to Rollator, a fastball away, ball 1, 1-0. 1-0 Knights, top of the 5th, with the winner moving on to play Ridgefield this Saturday night. Gartrell back to the plate, swung on and missed, and the count 1-1. Joey Gartrell has a very quick and violence, not the right word, but once he gets into motion in his wind, it's quick and to the plate with power and quickly. Right-hander kicks and comes back with a 1-1 pitch just outside, ball 2, 2-1. 6'4", 215-pounder, competing for the University of Portland and out of Canby High. 2 balls and a strike. Joey rocks and delivers, swung on and missed, and the count even at 2-2. On the summer, Gartrell started 6 games. He appeared in 9, 30 1/3 innings, 24 hits, 5 walks, 19 strikeouts, a record of 1-0 with a save, an ERA of 1.18. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Luke Rollator. Joey delivers a ground ball off the end of the bat, charged by the shortstop Spencer Scott, fires to first just in time. Nice play, 2 down. Rollator can run, and he got down the line in a hurry. Spencer Scott had to charge the ball. He was playing deep and shaded to his left and had to cover a lot of turf and come up throwing with something on it, and he gets his man by a step. Connor Corvallis, Spencer's counterpart and an outstanding shortstop in his own right, has flied to right and walked. 2 down, nobody on in the 5th. 1-0 Knights. Joey to the plate. Good fastball with some nice run over the outer edge for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch, that's in there for strike 2. 0-2 the count. Joey Gartrell has come out filling up the zone and trying to get through the inning 1-2-3 after 4 scoreless and just 2 hits allowed for Ethan Ross. The strike 2 pitch, another ground ball to Spencer Scott at short. Spencer pulls Kiko off the bag, but Romero makes the tag on Corvallis coming by, and that's that. A 1-2-3 inning for Joey Gartrell here in the 5th. We go to the bottom half. It's the Knights 1 and the Pippins nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Are you a veteran living in Lynn County? You qualify for benefits that you earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-967-3882 and let Lynn County's Veteran Services help you. Do you know a veteran living in Lynn County? Help them call 541-967-3882. Lynn County Veteran Services can help them take advantage of benefits they earned. Lynn County Veteran Services, serving our local veterans.
Mow, dig, haul, lift. The versatile Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor does it all. Easy to switch attachments, a smooth hydrostatic transmission. The BX Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at lynnbentontractor.com.
At Thai Express, they've learned that when you treat your taste buds right, great things happen. Come and experience traditional Thai recipes with a sprinkle of New World creativity, like pad Thai, a curry, fried chicken dumplings, or one of their delicious soups, all customized to your taste. Thai Express is in Corvallis on 9th Street, behind Little Caesars. They're open for dine-in or visit their drive-thru. Don't be shy. Give them a Thai. Thai Express, locally and veteran-owned. It's same, but different.
1240 Joe Radio.
Spencer Scott, Jonah Advincula, and Ryan Stafford, the scheduled hitters for the Knights in the bottom of the 5th inning against Pippins right-hander Tyler Frieders. 1-0 Corvallis in this decisive Game 3. The best of 3 South Divisional playoff series, the winner taking on Ridgefield. Spencer takes low and inside. Scott single to center field to lead off the 3rd. 1 ball and no strikes the count. The right-hander Frieders back to the plate and just misses for ball 2, 2-0. Frieders from Gil McDougall Country in Billings, Montana. 2 balls and no strikes the count. Bottom of the 5th inning. Tyler from the stretch comes to the plate. 2-0 pitch is down and away. Ball 3, 3-0. The Knights have managed 4 hits. They've drawn 2 walks. Just 1 run in the game. The Knights scoring last inning on a 2-out single by Jackson Reed. 3-0 to Spencer Scott. Frieders delivers a strike and the count 3-1. Spencer out of the box for a moment. The 9-hole hitter trying to lead the way with Jonah Advincula on deck. The 3-1 pitch, a ground ball to the right side. Spencer Shipman is right there. Throws to first and gets Spencer Scott to open the inning. That's an excellent job by Frieders. Down in the count 3-0, and if he puts the leadoff man on, that usually gets the Knights' wheels in motion. Good things generally ensue. But he's able to come back, throw strikes, and get an out. Jonah Advincula, the batter. First Alternative Co-op is your community-owned grocery store, providing fresh, local, and organic groceries since 1970. Frieders works from the stretch with nobody on. Advincula shows bunt, takes low, ball 1. The First Alternative Co-op makes it easy for you and your family to buy local and eat healthy. Be sure to stop by their deli for house-made pastries, delicious salads, fresh brewed coffee, and much more. Everyone is welcome at the Co-op. The 1-0 pitch to Advincula is outside, ball 2. Ryan Stafford, the on-deck hitter, 2 balls and no strikes to Jonah Advincula, part of the crowd tonight. Former Oregon State head football coach Mike Riley and family here. Mike says he's a season ticket holder for the Knights this summer. The 2-0 pitch just outside, ball 3. I saw Coach Riley at a playoff game last year. He was with his grandson Eli. And he said right after the game, Mike told me tonight, that Eli after that game said, "Grandpa, I want you to get season tickets next summer." So Mike did. And here they are tonight enjoying Knights playoff baseball. The 3-0 pitch to Jonah Advincula, missing low and inside for ball 4. And that'll bring Ryan Stafford to the plate. I asked Mike if he's planning on returning in the USFL next year, and he said yes. He had a great time, a really great time, and 46 players ended up getting into NFL camps that are now ongoing from that league. A good bunt by Ryan Stafford, barehanded, and no play by the pitcher Tyler Frieders. A base hit for Ryan Stafford. Stafford had walked and grounded out heretofore. He lays down a beautiful bunt to the left of the mound. Kyle Crustangel on his way out to the mound. The Knights have runners at first and second and one out for Logan Johnstone, a left-handed hitter. A right-hander is throwing in the bullpen for Yakima Valley. Frieders is the acknowledged ace of the staff. And I don't think Crossed Angel's going to make a move here. He has Isaac Yeager loosening in the bullpen. And this is more a visit just to try to talk about what to do with Johnstone here and try to change things around a bit, break up the sense of momentum that the Knights felt that maybe they're building here in the bottom of the fifth. The Knights lead it 1-0. And have 2 on and 1 out. Jonah Advincula drawing a walk on 4 pitches. He's at second. Ryan Stafford, a bunt single on the first pitch that he sees. And now Logan Johnstone looking for his second hit of the night to try to add to the Knights' lead. Tyler Frieders delivers high and away, ball 1. Isaac Yeager continues to throw in the bullpen back of Frieders. 7 wins on the summer for Frieders, and he has pitched very effectively again tonight. The outfield shallow for the left-hand hitting Logan Johnstone, who swings and pulls one foul outside of first and down the line. That evens the count at 1-1. Jonah Advincula at second base. Ryan Stafford at first. Tyler Frieders trying to keep his team and himself in the ballgame now here in the bottom of the fifth. The 1-1 pitch is in the turf. Breaking for third is Advincula, and he gets there. A head-first slide on a wild pitch. A close play. Jake Boris did a good job after keeping the ball in front. I think his catcher, Crossed Angels catcher, Boris, is arguing that perhaps interference had occurred on the part of the Knights hitter. I'm not sure what the Borst was complaining about when Borst stepped in front of the plate, that perhaps Logan Johnstone had impeded him in his quest to try to pick up the baseball that bounced off the heel of his mitt in front of the plate. And that's about the only thing I can think that Crossed Angel and Borst are contending, that perhaps Johnstone interfered with the opportunity for the catcher Borst to get to the baseball quickly and cleanly and make a play on Jonah Advincula. But Crossed Angel loses the argument and heads back towards the dugout, with the Knights getting a runner to third with 1 out on the wild pitch. 2 balls and 1 strike to Logan Johnstone. I certainly didn't see anything that would indicate that Johnstone was doing anything against Hoyle, or as Phil Harris would say, Hoyley. 2 balls and a strike. There goes Stafford. They throw through to second, and they get him. And they throw back to third, and Advincula just does get back. So the fly ball no longer in order. The Knights sending Stafford, and he's thrown out on an excellent throw by Borst to Shipman. Yeah. Boy, that's a tough break right there. You had first and third and 1 out. Now a runner at third and 2 down, with the Knights trying to make the Yakima Valley Pippins throw through, and there's the fly ball that would have gotten you a run. Fly ball to left over is Shane Shipman to make the catch. Frustrations abounding here in the bottom of the fifth inning. The Knights needed to score there. They didn't. And we'll see. They're pitching extremely well, as is Tyler Frieders, who continues to be uncanny and finding his way in and out of trouble. The Knights needed to deliver a run there and didn't. And so we go to the 6th. It's still the Knights 1 and the Pippins nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Is there ever a reason you wouldn't want to feel confident? I didn't think so. At the Natty Dresser in downtown Albany, confidence is exactly what we want to inspire. When you wear quality clothing that fits you perfectly, you feel great and act with confidence. Don't just dress for where you are. Dress for where you want to be. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear on the west end of 1st Avenue in historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
1240 Joe Radio.
Jackson Reed leads things off for the Yakima Valley Pippins in the top of the 6th inning with the Knights leading 1-0. Dramatic change of events in the bottom of the 5th when it looked like the Knights had a great chance with runners at 1st and 3rd and 1 out to get another run. Ryan Stafford thrown out at 2nd, and then a fly out that would have been deep enough to score had the Knights had the runner at 3rd and 1 out. Ends up being caught for the final out of the inning. Reed hits one foul down the left field line against Joey Gartrell. The 2-1 pitch from Joey, swung on and fouled back. The count even to Jackson, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Reed is struck out swinging and looking. Both of those at-bats against Ethan Ross, who went 4 scoreless. Gartrell's 2-2 pitch taken just outside. Ball 3, 3-2. Jackson Reed, Jackson Sorensen, and Spencer Shipman for the Pippins in the 6th of another nip and tuck affair between these two very competitive teams. The pitch on the way hit foul off 3rd. Hustling over Tyler Quinn and Tanner Smith. They come as far as they can to the edge of the railing of the Knights dugout, and the ball landing within the dugout to keep the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Knights baseball has been presented all year by our friends at Patio Material Handling. Our thanks again for their partnership with the Knights and Community Outreach, Inc. The pitch on the way hit foul to the left and out of play. It remains 2-2. Patio Material Handling has contributed with the Knights to COI, Community Outreach, Inc., the local nonprofit that's helping people lead healthy and productive lives. Our thanks again to Patio Material Handling. The 3-2 fastball to Jackson Reed, swung on and missed. Strike 3, 1 away. Great job by Joey Gartrell. He has retired all 4 batters that he's faced, 2 by strikeout, and that brings Jackson Sorensen to the plate. Jackson has popped to short and singled to center. A run, 5 hits for the Knights, no runs, 2 hits for Yakima. The first pitch to Sorensen misses low and inside, ball 1, 1-0. The quick working Gartrell delivers, slap foul back of the plate, 1-1 the count. Paul Rentz, who I haven't seen at as many Knights games this summer. Thanks for listening, Paul, and has just sent a text about the Field of Dreams game tonight. Fastball swung on and missed, and the count 1-2. The Field of Dreams game featured the Cubs and the Reds, and Nick Madrigal, former Knight, former Beaver, went 3 for 5 with 2 stolen bases. Joey Gartrell's fastball foul back. The count remains 1-2. The Cubs defeating the Reds 4-2, and a big night for Nick. And we hope that he can stay healthy and finish the summer of 2022 in strong fashion. Fastball taken, strike 3 called. Jackson Sorensen rung up for the second out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts for Joey Gartrell in the 6th. He has faced 5, retired 5, 3 by strikeout. Spencer Shipman, the batter. Spencer has walked and struck out. 7 strikeouts between Ethan Ross, and now Joey Gartrell. The first pitch is outside, ball 1 to Shipman. 1-0 Knights, the only run of the game coming in the 4th. Tanner Smith driving in the game's lone run, getting Briley Knight home. A one-hopper to third. Tyler Quinn goes down to get it and throws across to first for the out. A 1-2-3 inning with Tyler actually playing a short hop deftly. It appeared when it left his bat it would be a one-hopper, took another quick short hop, and Quinn stayed in front, makes the play, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. The Knights 1 and the Pippins 0 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you.
Hey, make this a 2-minute break, Garrett. We got a new pitcher coming in, so 2 minutes, please. 2. Thank you.
Reach your goals, and we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Need some extra spending money? Want to be active and stay connected to the games you love? Become an athletic official. It's easy. Visit www.newofficials.org. With the recent decline of a number of officials, we need you now. It is your opportunity to give back to the Oregon high school sports community. Be part of the OSAA's statewide sportsmanship initiative. Don't delay. Become an official today. www.newofficials.org.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious, made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty,
Thank you.
including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at DavesPerformanceHybrids.com.
1240 Joe Radio.
Briley Knight, Kiko Romero, and Tyler Quinn against the new pitcher. Tyler Frieders was excellent again. He has had just an outstanding summer, but he can only lose it or have a no decision in what could be his final outing as a Pippin here in the summer of 2022. He gives way to big Isaac Yeager, 6'6", 230. Isaac misses high and away to Briley, who has scored the game's lone run. Single to center in the 4th, ended up scoring on a 2-out single by Tanner Smith. He swings at the 1-0 pitch from Yeager and fouls it at the plate. 1-1 the count. Briley grounded into a double play in his first at-bat. The call to the bullpen, sponsored by All Pro Property Services, your locally owned option for property cleaning, maintenance, renovation, and landscaping. Relax. All Pro Property Services has the bases covered. You can find All Pro Property Services on Facebook. Kayla from PT Northwest crew is the team's trainer tonight, covering for both the Pippins and the Knights. Kayla comes out of the dugout to see if there's anything she can do to help the catcher, Jake Borst, who was hit hard by that foul ball. I don't think there was much that Kayla or really anyone could do per se. Just trying to wait and wait a little longer for the catcher, Jake Borst, to recover. 1 ball, 1 strike the count to Briley Knight. Isaac Yeager to the plate. Breaking ball down and in. Ball 2, 2-1. Bottom of the 6th inning, 1-0 Knights. This has been an excellent series, competitive as can be. The Knights losing the opener Tuesday night 7-6, winning last night with a 3-run rally in the 8th, 5-3, leading tonight 1-0 in the winner-take-all game. Yeager's 2-1 pitch is in the turf for ball 3. This is Isaac's 16th appearance. He's worked 40 in the third, 41 hits, 25 strikeouts, 38 walks, a record of 4-2, an ERA of 6.47. 3-1 to Briley Knight. Yeager to the plate. Briley tries to wait on it and couldn't quite stay back long enough, pulls it foul down the right field line. A change up from Yeager, and Briley not quite on time with it. 3-2 the count. Kiko Romero next, with the Knights leading 1-0 on a breezy and cooling Thursday night here in the Mid-Valley. Yeager comes back to the plate with a 3-2 pitch just outside. Ball 4. Yeager, unlike his predecessor, the starter, Tyler Frieders, who worked out of the stretch with nobody on, a pretty elaborate windup. We'll see if he slide steps his way at all. Briley Knight, not a big base running threat. He's at first with a leadoff walk. Kiko Romero, the batter, has grounded to second and flied to center. Isaac settles in, the 6'6 righty to the plate. Kiko shows bunt. And with the slide step delivery, the pitch misses down and in to Kiko. 1-0 the count. Bo Kearns trotting down to the Corvallis Knights bullpen to see just what the heck is going on down there. Kiko full swing and taps it foul in front of his own dugout. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. A leadoff walk to Briley Knight. See if the Knights can parlay the leadoff free pass into something. They lead it 1-0, but certainly are hungry for more. In the bottom of the 6th, out of the stretch works Yeager. The pitch to Kiko, and he too gets on it a little too early. Hammers it off the light standard down the right field side between Casey Corner and the Omaha room. Kiko really tied into it, but a little too quickly coming through the zone, and now the count 1-2 to Kiko. A short lead at first for Briley Knight, who has scored the game's lone run. Isaac Yeager from the stretch delivers and bounces his 1-2 pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Kiko Romero. I inquired when Yakima Valley early, when we saw the Pippins almost 2 months ago now, if Isaac was any relation, and he's not, to Steve. But you see the name Yeager, you don't see it. Ball, Romero, a fly ball to right. Jackson Reed is there to make the catch. Kiko got the 1 pitch in that sequence that he probably would like to just to have the timing a little bit different. Just missed hammering a long home run, and now on the ensuing pitch, gets out in front and flies out to right on the breaking ball. Tyler Quinn has walked and grounded to third, coming to the plate. Isaac Yeager comes set. And the first pitch is a fastball to Tyler, a little bit low, ball 1. His namesake did play, I think, just 1 year with the Mariners in 1986. Steve Yeager, a long career with the LA Dodgers, a long and distinguished career. 86, a Mariner, and I'm not sure what happened to Steve after that. I know 3 years later he was in the movie Major League. The 1-0 pitch is high and inside, ball 2, 2-0. As a coach for Lou and the Cleveland Indians team that won the pennant, much to Bob Uecker's delight in that delightful movie from the summer of '89. The 2-0 pitch on the way is down and away from Isaac Yeager, ball 3. The Field of Dreams game, of course, inspired by originally our own Bernard Malamud's novel. Or, pardon me, no, that's The Natural. I'm thinking of W.P. Kinsella's novel, Shoeless Joe, that inspired the film Field of Dreams. And that game taking place tonight, the count goes to 3-1. The late 80s, rich in baseball films. 3 of the better ones of the modern era, or any era. Bull Durham, Field of Dreams, and 8 Men Out all came in that 88-89 range. 1-0 Knights, bottom of the 6th. Briley Knight at first, 1 out. The 3-1 pitch on the way is a ground ball to Corvallis. He feeds Shipman for 1, on to first for the double play. The ball dropped at first by Jackson Sorensen, and Tyler Quinn is safely in. Boy, that should have been, just as last night, an inning-ending double play. But the Knights catch a break on the fielder's choice, 6-4. 2 down. Tanner Smith, the batter. Tanner has bounced into a force play and had the game's lone RBI single. He looks at a breaking ball down and away, ball 1, 1-0. 1-0 Knights in the bottom of the 6th inning. Tanner Smith against Isaac Yeager. Tyler a short lead at first, held on by McCallum. Tanner Smith hammers it. Forget it, baby. It's on its way. So long! And the Knights lead it 3-0.
I've ever seen.
3-0 Knights on the 2-run home run for Tanner Smith. Mason Lee, the batter. Mason drops down a bunt up along third, barehanded by Yeager. The throw to first is just in time to retire the side. Tanner Smith with a 2-run blast, and I wish that I had said that Tanner has had a flair for the dramatic both as a Knight and as a Beaver. Was about to say it, and the pitch came in, and he showed a flair for the dramatic, to be sure. A 2-run home run to give the Knights a 3-run lead as we go to the 7th. Tyler Quinn racing down the line actually beat the throw from Shipman to avert the double play ball, and then Tanner Smith makes the Pippins pay. Now, I thought that was a surefire 4-6-3 double play. Quinn hustled down the line and beat it, kept the inning alive, and Tanner Smith with a 2-run home run well beyond the fence in left field, the 14-foot fence beyond the hitter's structure, and the Knights now with a 3-run lead and a pitching change coming. Neil Feist will come in for the Knights. We'll take a 2-minute pitching change break as we go to the 7th on 1240 Joe Radio.
The Corvallis Knights are champions, having won 5 straight West Coast Baseball League titles. And the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? With 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185 and get in the game.
If you're fed up with dirty grout lines, maybe it's time to consider cultured marble. Hi, I'm Katie Alvin at Alvin's Plumbing in Corvallis. Cultured marble is an affordable way to get the look of marble, and the best part is, no grout lines, affordable and easy to maintain. Come by our showroom on 9th Street in Corvallis and see the beautiful look of cultured marble.
At Alvin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282, Alvin's Plumbing.
Downward Dog across the Ocean Campus is serving up cold drinks and tasty food on their sunny patio. Burgers like the Hangover Helper or Double Trouble. If you prefer, substitute a house-made veggie patty. Enjoy appetizers, wraps, salads, and sandwiches, and breakfast is served until 2. The food at Downward Dog is made fresh from scratch and locally sourced whenever possible. And they specialize in mouth-watering handcrafted cocktails and thirst-quenching local microbrews. So stop by the Downward Dog today. Open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. on 23rd and Monroe across from the OSU campus.
Are you a veteran living in Lynn County? You qualify for benefits that you earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-967-3882 and let Lynn County's Veteran Services help you. Do you know a veteran living in Lynn County? Help them call 541-967-3882. Lynn County Veteran Services can help them take advantage of benefits they earned. Lynn County Veteran Services, serving our local veterans.
1240 Joe Radio.
Through 6 innings at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, the Corvallis Knights, 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. Yakima Valley, no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. Right-hander Neil Feist takes over pitching chores for Joey Gartrell on a tight pitch count, it's my understanding. Not taken out because of lack of effectiveness. 2 very good innings for Gartrell. The first pitch to Jake Borst was a strike from Neil Feist. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed. And the count 0-2. 3-0 Knights, top of the 7th inning. Jake Borst, Liam McCallum, and Shane Simpson against Neil. The workhorse for the Knights all summer long comes back to the plate, and the 0-2 fastball just missed. And the count 1-2 to Jake Borst. Tanner Smith trying to pull that thing back over the plate, and he just, from up here, it looked like a pretty good pitch. But Tanner, who just hit the 2-run home run, quite adept at framing pitches. He's called the thief on the Oregon State staff. The 1-2 pitch down and away, ball 2, 2-2. Neil Feist and Tanner Smith, the battery, a horde of pitchers trotting down to the bullpen now for the Knights here in the 7th. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jake Borst. Neil Feist, second out of the bullpen tonight. Kicks and delivers the 2-2 pitch. Pop foul off first. Romero watches this one sail into the lower grandstand below the Jack Riley concourse. The count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the 7th, 3-0 Knights. Tanner Smith blasting a 2-run home run to give the Knights a little bit of breathing room as they try to advance to Saturday night's South Division Championship game. Feist 2-2 pitch missing. And the count goes to 3-2. It was 0-2. Jake Borst, Liam McCallum, and Shane Simpson, the scheduled hitters against Neil. The 3-2 pitch on the way from Feist is popped up on the right side. Second baseman Mason Lee, a step or 2 on the green. Near the area right behind the bag at second, pulls it in. 1 away, Liam McCallum, who was singled to right and popped to short, the batter. Neil Feist following Joey Gartrell. Joey faced 6 hitters, retired 6, struck out 3. Feist delivers, and McCallum fouls 1 back. 0-1 the count. 3-0 Knights, top of the 7th inning, trying to play their way into Saturday night in a meeting with the Ridgefield Raptors, who took both series against the Knights during the regular season. Feist strike 1 pitch, fastball inside, and the count 1-1. One ball and 1 strike, the count with 1 out. Shortstop Spencer Scott way over to his left and a couple of steps out in the green. The pitch is hit the other way, foul towards Coach Crustangel. And the count goes to 1-2 to Liam McCallum. 3 runs and 6 hits for the Knights. Tanner Smith blasting a 2-run homer. And now the Knights trying to play their way into the big opportunity here Saturday. The 1-2 pitch on the way, a comebacker fielded nicely by Neil Feist. Trots halfway to first and underhands to Kiko Romero. 2 down. Shane Simpson will come to the plate. Going back to Ethan Ross's outing tonight. He retired the last 2 batters that he faced. So the trio have combined, Ross, Gartrell, and now Feist to retire 10 straight Pippins hitters. 2 down, nobody on in the 7th. The batter is Shane Simpson. Shane swings, and it's a one-hopper fielded by Tyler Quinn. He was playing perfectly, and Quinn able to throw across and get Shane Simpson, the perfect position. The spray starts coming into play for Quinn to play the one-hopper and get Shane, and it's a very efficient 1-2-3 inning for Neil Feist. It's 7th inning stretch time, brought to you by All Pro Property Services. Family-owned All Pro Property Services has helped thousands get the best out of their properties, from investment, renovations, facility services, housekeeping, and move-out cleans. All Pro Property Services has the bases covered. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The Knights 3 and Yakima Valley nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
This is Mike Parker for Even Flow Plumbing, your trusted award-winning plumber for the Mid-Valley. Even Flow specializes in complete plumbing and drain cleaning solutions for residential and commercial jobs. They treat your home like it's their home, and their flat rate pricing means no surprises at the end of the job. Even Flow takes pride in doing the job right the first time. Just call 541-738-8853 for all your plumbing needs. When you need a pro, go with the flow. Even Flow Plumbing.
It's time for the pitchers to throw strikes and for the batters to deliver those clutch hits. It's time for Corvallis Knights baseball. Each year, the Knights look at this time as an opportunity to win another West Coast League championship. Just like a new season is an opportunity, so is getting recertified in first aid and CPR. It's an opportunity to practice your skills so you can be ready to help in an emergency. If it's that time for you, contact CPR Works at 541-760-7632 to schedule your next class. And go Knights.
Okay, thank you so much for that ride.
I was there in the living room reading a book when I heard a terrible sound. When are you going to start planting those trees and getting the backyard ready for our daughter's wedding? I'll do it, but not today. I know you don't want me to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. I know the guys at Philomath Rental, they'll show me what to do. And since they're open 7 days a week, I can go out there today. Uh-oh. Darn you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
1240 Joe Radio.
Spencer Scott leading things off for the Knights in the bottom of the 7th. Hits a ground ball to short. Connor Corvallis fields and throws his opposite number out. Here in the bottom of the 7th, Spencer 1 for 3 now on the night. 1 away. Jonah Advincula to the plate. Jonah has grounded to second, struck out, and walked. Isaac Yeager trying to keep the Pippins close. And it's close enough at 3-0. But wanting to make sure the hole doesn't get any deeper. The first pitch to Jonah misses away. Ball 1, 1-0. Ryan Stafford on deck. The Knights a run in the 4th, and Tanner Smith a 2-run homer in the 6th. Advincula shows bunt against Yeager, takes high, ball 2, 2-0. Isaac picking up for Tyler Frieders, reading his battery mate Jake Borst. Big leg kick delivers the 2-0 pitch outside, ball 3, 3-0. Yeager and Borst the battery. Liam McCallum at first, Spencer Shipman at second, Connor Corvallis at short, Jackson Sorensen at third, Shane Shipman in left, Luke Rollater in center, Jackson Reed in right. The 3-0 pitch, high and away, and Jonah Advincula is aboard, and he almost certainly will test Yeager, who does have a slide step in his repertoire, and that's a good thing because his natural motion with no runners on base, pretty slow and deliberate, a big leg kick. He shortens up with a slide step maneuver with a runner on, and he has the Knights' leading base stealer on in Jonah Advincula, held on by McCallum with Ryan Stafford at the plate. The first pitch to Ryan is in there for a strike, and in that case, Yeager didn't engage in much of a slide step. The higher leg kick deployed on that first pitch to Stafford. Isaac comes set. And the strike one pitch is in there to Ryan. Strike two. 0-2 the count. My sense with Stafford here is he is giving, at least has been trying to give, Advincula a chance to swipe a bag. But now he's got to fight, down 2 strikes. He swings and it's a one-hopper to the shortstop. Corvallis goes to Shipman for 1. On to first for the double play. The inning is over. No runs, no hits, and nobody left. We go to the 8th in Game 3 of this best-of-3 championship series, or playoff series, divisional series between the Knights and Pippins. Before 1,080, we go to the 8th. It's the Knights 3 and the Pippins nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the glass man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Coming soon to theaters.
The Beavers block the punt. It's on the field. Picked up. Heading toward the end zone. And in.
No. Wait. Coming soon to streaming services.
I think we're just learning that because of the portal, this is normal.
Wait. No, it's radio. It's the Joe Beaver Show with Mike Parker and John Warren. Returns weekdays from 11 to 1 starting August 29th on 1240 Joe Radio.
1240 Joe Radio.
Top of the 8th, 3-0 Knights. The first pitch to Spencer Marenko from Neil Feist misses for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch popped up to shallow left. Shortstop Spencer Scott out, and Spencer puts it away. 1 away. Luke Rollator coming up. Luke has struck out, grounded out, and grounded out again. Neil Feist reading his battery mate, Tanner Smith. From the stretch, Neil with nobody on, kicks, delivers, and the fastball is high. Ball 1, 1-0. Connor Corvallis, the on-deck hitter, on a night that is cooled considerably. We had an 80-degree high, I think, today. We're down to 68, but as it says in the app, feels like 63. Feels a little cooler than that, to be honest with you. The pitch on the way, fouled at the plate, 1-1 to Rollator. 3-0 Knights in the top of the 8th inning. Feist delivers, that's lifted foul to the left and out of play. Heading towards Waldo way. Named for Claire Waldo in 1907. That's when the building went up, as did this ballpark. The ballpark in oldest continuous use in America, right here. Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. The 1-2 fastball just inside, ball 2, 2-2. 1 out, nobody on in the 8th. 3-0 Knights. The Knights in their 15th year using this yard that's been open since 1907. Ground ball back of first, foul. The count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. In the 15th consecutive year that the Knights have made the playoffs. And they are trying to play their way through to the South Division Championship game Saturday night right back here. If the Knights prevail here this evening, 6:35 on Saturday. If they could win that over Ridgefield They would take on the North Division champion Monday night for the championship. The 2-2 pitch hit slowly up along first. Fielded by Feist. Shovels to Kiko Romero for the out. Good job by Neal. The big right-hander covering a lot of turf. And the whole key was to be able to get to the ball. If he could get it, he was going to get an out. And he was able to hustle over and get the out 1-3. 2 down in the 8th. Connor Corvallis, the batter. Connor has flied to right, walked, and grounded to short. Neal works from the stretch with nobody on and throws his first pitch wide to the backstop. 1-0 the count. The voice of Jung Jin Yoon rising above all others here, encouraging the right-hander Neal Feist. I enjoyed Blake Neiman's 90 feet walk last night with Cam Day, the 1-0 pitch, outside ball 2. The 90-foot walk between Blake and Cam. The final question. They always end on a good note on those walks. Skillfully done by young Blake Neiman, who's getting ready to head to the Cronkite School of Journalism at Arizona State. The 2-0 pitch just missed, and the count 3-0 to Corvallis. But in a word, Blake asked Cam, how would you describe Coach Yoon's workouts? And after a slight pause for dramatic effect, Cam Day said, brutal. The 3-0 pitch in there for a strike, and the count 3-1. And while brutal, very effective. And the pitchers who come through here and work under Uni really appreciate what he does for them. The 3-1 pitch lifted to center, playable. Jonah Advincula is right there to make the catch. The inning is over, and so much of the fruit of that work being witnessed here tonight by the excellent work all year long, but the Knights have not given up a base runner since the 4th inning and have combined to retire 14 straight. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Knights 3 and the Pippins nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
If you are a veteran and live in Lynn County, there are benefits and services available to you at Lynn County Veterans Services. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-926-3882 and take advantage of what you've earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. Lynn County Veterans Services is here to help you. If you are a veteran and live in Lynn County, call 541-926-3882 and thank you for serving your country. Lynn County Veterans Services, serving our local veterans.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Want to get out of the house? Do something fun this fall? Fall leagues are now forming at Highland Bowl. Yeah, Fall League is good exercise. It's inexpensive and it's perfect for beginners. With lots of different leagues to choose from each week, you're sure to find something that works for you. For more info, call or stop by Highland Bowl. They're on 9th Street in Corvallis or log on to highlandbowl.com.
1240 Joe Radio.
Bottom of the 8th inning. The Knights leading Yakima Valley 3-0. Right-hander Isaac Yeager ready to go to Logan Johnstone, and the first pitch to Logan misses a bit up and away. Ball 1. 1-0 to Logan, who singled to center in his first at-bat, has since grounded to second and flied to left. 3-0 Knights, bottom of the 8th, 3 outs away from advancing. Johnstone swings, and it's a ground ball to the left of the second baseman, Spencer Shipman. Spencer fields cleanly and throws out Johnstone. 1 away. Briley Knight, the batter. Briley grounded into a double play in the first inning, singled and scored in the 4th, drew a walk in the 6th. Isaac Yeager picking up for Tyler Frieders. Yeager came on after 5 effective innings for Frieders. Briley takes a strike, the count 0-1. We mentioned a horde of pitchers sent down to the bullpen a couple of innings ago. Can't really see who it is that's getting ready down there, but there's 3 or 4 guys that were dispatched a couple of innings back. The bullpen has been outstanding tonight for the Knights. They've retired 14 straight, and not just the bullpen. Ethan Ross allowing just 2 hits, no runs in his 4 innings of work. The pitch to Briley missing, 1-1 the count. And Yakima Valley's pitching has been very good as well. The 1-1 pitch from the big right-hander Isaac Yeager. Briley hits it foul, Waldo away, and the count 1-2. That run of excellent baseball movies in the 80s includes, a few years earlier, the aforementioned The Natural, the novel written right here on this campus by Bernard Malamud, when Mr. Malamud actually was a writing instructor 1949 to 1961 at Oregon State College. The 1-2 pitch to Briley way outside, ball 2, 2-2. He wrote The Natural while teaching writing at Oregon State. That's a nice thing to have. There's a Bernard Malamud room in the Oregon State Library dedicated to a guy that was one of the great American novelists of the 20th century, and plied his craft very well on this campus. The 2-2 pitch hits Briley Knight. A breaking ball got him in the front foot. No controversy here, and some real pain for Briley, who is walking slowly down to first base. That one hurt. And he gets aboard, walking all the way down to first base. He will take a protective brace on, which didn't do him much good there, just in terms of where the ball hit him on that front foot. Kiko Romero will take a little time before stepping in. Papa Knight looks across at his son just to make sure that Briley's okay. And Briley's a tough kid, chip off the old block, and stays in. Brooke lays out the sign, the pitch to Kiko, fastball away, ball 1, 1-0. I thought Briley might take off into a dead sprint to second. The whole thing was an act heading up the line, but he's still at first with a count of 1-0. Kiko 0 for 3 on the night. 3-0 Knights, bottom of the 8th. Kiko, a ground ball into right field. Briley Knight, pain or not, takes a turn around second, on his way to third and gets there. And on the throw through to third, Kiko Romero into second. Well, Briley wincing, perhaps grimacing all the way around. Who knows? I know he wasn't feeling good when he got down to first base, but the base hit to right by Kiko enabled Briley to go from first to third. One of the biggest plays in all of baseball. Tim McCarver calling it the most underrated play in the game, the ability to go from first to third. Tyler Quinn, the batter. Tyler has walked, grounded out, and beat out a potential double play ball in his last at-bat to give Tanner Smith a chance to come to the plate, and Tanner blasted a 2-run home run. The first pitch to Quinn is high and away. 3-0 Knights, bottom of the 8th. Briley Knight at third, Kiko Romero at second, the infield all in at the edge of the green. Isaac Yeager works out of the windup. The 1-0 pitch to Quinn with the suicide squeeze on. The ball dropped by the pitcher, Yeager. 2 runs will score, and safe at first base is Tyler Quinn. 2-run score on the suicide squeeze. The Knights lead it 5-0. The Knights have gotten very close to delivering what I'm sure feels like to Yakima Valley a knockout punch. They've got one more opportunity to hit in the 9th, but they'll be trailing by at least 5 runs. A meeting at the mound called by the Pippins players. They gather with Isaac Yeager at the bump. Isaac came off the hill and was, in his haste to try to field the ball cleanly, was going to try to make a play on Briley Knight at the plate. But he bobbled the ball, then picked it up, and threw to first to try to get Quinn. Quinn beats it out. It goes as a bunt single and a 2 RBI suicide squeeze, with Briley Knight coming down the line from third and Kiko Romero taking off from second. And Kiko he saw the whole thing unfold before him. He was nearly at third base when Yeager bobbled the ball, picked it up, and threw to first, so Kiko just kept on coming and scored. Tanner Smith, a slow roller up along third, foul. No balls and a strike. Tyler Quinn, 2 runs batted in on a suicide squeeze. 5-0 Knights. Quinn's speed, a gigantic factor in this ball game. He kept the inning alive in the 6th, and he squeezes home 2 runs. And great base running on the part of Kiko Romero to get himself to second when Briley went to third on Kiko's base hit, and then to be able to score. Tanner Smith, a fly ball to left and playable. Shane Shipman moves over to make the catch. 2 down. Tanner Smith with 3 RBIs on the night. A base hit in the 4th to score a single run, and then the 2-run home run in the 6th. Flies out here. 2 down, Mason Lee, the batter. And out to the mound goes Kyle Crustangel, and will make a pitching change here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Knights have scored twice. They're up 5-0. A new pitcher coming in from out of the bullpen for the Yakima Valley Pippins. And we'll be back after the pitching change break in 2 right here on 1240 Joe Radio.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Is there ever a reason you wouldn't want to feel confident? I didn't think so. At the Natty Dresser in downtown Albany, confidence is exactly what we want to inspire. When you wear quality clothing that fits you perfectly, you feel great and act with confidence. Don't just dress for where you are, dress for where you want to be. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear on the west end of 1st Avenue in historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
Ohio State's in the Big Ten, Alabama, the SEC, Oregon State, the Pac-12, and Independent Auto Works, they're in a league of their own. When it comes to Volkswagen repairs, service, and parts, Independent Auto Works has been hitting a home run for over 50 years, and they work on other makes and models too. They're on 13th Street near the OSU campus in Corvallis. Independent Auto Works, the guys you can trust.
Your satisfaction is our success. Independent Auto Works.
Downward Dog across the OSU campus is serving up cold drinks and tasty food on their sunny patio. Burgers like the Hangover Helper or Double Trouble. If you prefer, substitute a house-made veggie patty and enjoy appetizers, wraps, salads, and sandwiches. And breakfast is served until 2. The food at Downward Dog is made fresh from scratch and locally sourced whenever possible. And they specialize in mouth-watering handcrafted cocktails and thirst-quenching local microbrews. So stop by the Downward Dog today. Open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. on 23rd and Monroe across from the OSU campus.
1240 Joe Radio.
Right-hander Gavin Matson takes over for Yakima Valley in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Knights have scored 2. They lead it 5-0. Mason Lee, the batter, with Tyler Quinn at first and 2 down. And the first pitch, breaking ball from Matson, is in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Gavin Matson out of Kennewick in the Tri-Cities and attends Yakima Valley College. The right-hander comes back with Quinn going. The pitch is high. The throw to second is also high, flagged on a leap by Spencer Shipman. Tyler Quinn is in with a stolen base in the legs of Tyler Quinn. Not quite to the ring of the eyes of Laura Mars, but the legs of Tyler Quinn have been impressive tonight. I don't even know I've never seen that movie. The title is enough. The eyes of Laura Mars. Who needs to see the movie once you've heard the title? The 1-1 breaking ball popped up to shallow center. Luke Rollator lost it in the lights. Makes the catch, and I'm not sure why Quinn, who has been brilliant tonight, wasn't running. Tyler has done everything pretty darn well, but he stopped between second and third, losing track of how many outs there were. But after a 2-run suicide squeeze, all is forgiven and all is well. The ball was caught, and Mason Lee flies out to end the inning. The Knights get 2 runs, and we go to the ninth, 3 outs away from moving on. Neil Feist will try to nail it down. Back in 90, 5-0 Knights, 1240 Joe Radio.
Want to get out of the house? Do something fun this fall? Fall leagues are now forming at Highland Bowl. Hey, a fall league is good exercise. It's inexpensive and is perfect for beginners. With lots of different leagues to choose from each week, you're sure to find something that works for you. For more info, call or stop by Highland Bowl. They're on 9th Street in Corvallis, or log on to highlandbowl.com.
We set them up, you knock them down. Highland Bowl.
Downward Dog across Neosho campus is serving up cold drinks and tasty food on their sunny patio. Burgers like the Hangover Helper or Double Trouble. If you prefer, substitute a house-made veggie patty. Enjoy appetizers, wraps, salads, and sandwiches, and breakfast is served until 2. The food at Downward Dog is made fresh from scratch and locally sourced whenever possible. And they specialize in mouth-watering handcrafted cocktails and thirst-quenching local microbrews. So stop by the Downward Dog today. Open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. on 23rd and Monroe across from the OSU campus.
At Albin's Plumbing, we're boring.
Okay, great. We'll wrap it up
I
here.
want everyone to know that at Albin's Plumbing, we're boring. Directional boring, to be exact. So if you need to run a pipe underground, under a driveway, or under a sidewalk, and you don't want to destroy your yard in the process, the boring people at Albin's Plumbing can help you with your directional boring. Just give us a call.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282. Albin's Plumbing.
1240 Joe Radio.
Neil Feist to Jackson Reed, a strike to open the top of the ninth inning. 0-1 the count. 5-0 Knights. The 0-1 pitch hit foul to the left and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes to Jackson Reed, who is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And he's looking at an 0-2 count here against Neil Feist to lead things off in the top of the ninth. 5-0 Corvallis, 3 outs away from moving on. The strike 2 pitch off speed and rolled slowly foul in front of the Knights dugout. The count remains no balls and 2 strikes. 14 straight hitters retired by the trio of Knights pitchers, Ethan Ross, Joey Gartrell, and Neil Feist, who comes back to the plate. The 0-2 pitch, whacked to left. Riley Knight, though, moves over and makes the catch. Make it 15 in a row, set down by the trio of Knights hurlers tonight. 1 gone in the top of the ninth inning. Jackson Sorensen, who was popped to short, singled to center, and struck out, will come to the plate. The Knights losing game 1 in Yakima. And it was a slog all evening long. I was there, I know it. Down 4-0 early, down 7-3 late, closed to within 7-6, had the tying run thrown out at the plate, and came up a buck short at Yakima County Stadium in the State Fair Park. The first pitch to Sorensen swung on and missed, 0-1 the count. Neal back to the plate, fastball in there, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes the count. Here in the top of the ninth inning, 0-2 the count. Come on over, and we'll head on. Bader, come on, it's close. No balls and 2 strikes. A ground ball off the glove of Feist. Neal stays with it, shovels to Kiko Romero, 2 down. The Knights are an out away from doing to Yakima Valley 2 years in a row what home field advantage means to them. Last year in the championship series, Yakima Valley took game 1 at the ballpark in Yakima. The Knights came back to win the next 2 and win their 5th consecutive West Coast League title. Tuesday night, the Knights lost the heartbreaker in Yakima, came back to win last night and rallying for 3 runs in the 8th to win 5-3. And tonight, lead it 5-0 and are an out away from once again using home field advantage to beat the Pippins in a playoff series. Spencer Shipman takes a strike, 0-1 the count. Feist ready, comes back 0-1, a check swing tapper foul, and the Pippins are down to their final strike. 0-2 to Spencer Shipman. And the fans, 1,080 strong, many of them stomping their feet and clapping their hands, trying to give Neil Feist a little emotional support. The strike two pitch is cued on the turf to Kiko Romero, who fields and steps on the bag, and the Knights do it. They spot the Pippins a game in Yakima and come home and win the series 2-1, taking game 2 last night and game 3 tonight in a brilliantly pitched ball game by Ethan Ross. Joey Gartrell and Neil Feist. The totals on the game for the Knights, 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. Yakima Valley, which had been swinging the bat so well, no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. And they retired thanks to the brilliant work after 4 scoreless innings of Ethan Ross, the starter. The Knights' relief pitchers combined to retire the last 17, between Ross getting the last 2, Gartrell and Feist. The last 17 hitters for the Yakima Valley Pippins go down, and the Knights win it by a final score of 5-0. The Knights getting their first run on a 2-out RBI single by Tanner Smith in the 4th inning. Tanner Smith with a 2-run home run in the 6th inning, and then Tyler Quinn, a 2 RBI suicide squeeze in the 8th. The Knights won it 5-0 and earned the right to play Ridgefield, a team that took both series against the Knights this summer during the regular season. The Ridgefield Raptors will be here Saturday night at 6:35, a night off tomorrow, and then we'll have the game between the Knights and Raptors to earn the right to play in the championship game. That would take place on Monday, so we hope to see you here Saturday to support the Knights in their quest, which is still alive, for a 6th straight West Coast League championship. Great ball game tonight. The Knights 5, Yakima Valley nothing. We'll see you Saturday night. For Garrett Dworshak, this is Mike Parker from Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. Thanks for joining us. The Knights 5, the Pippins nothing. And we'll see you Saturday night right here on 1240 Joe Radio. So long.